Okay, can you guys hear me? Somebody said we had no audio. Do you guys hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. Give me a thumbs up, man, if y'all can hear me. Should be coming in all right. Thanks, Trill. I see you. Let me see. Why is this not coming in? Checking real quick on my BitChute, see if we got our video coming through on there. Y'all know how BitChute be trying to do me, so I gotta come in and check. And it's not live right now. Let me see if I refresh it. Okay, I think it is coming in. All right, guys. So yeah, so we live on Rumble. And it's not live right now. Okay, yeah. So we live on Rumble, we live on BitChute, and we're live on YouTube. So we got all three of these platforms. Well, we got about 4 or 5 channels going. Anywho, guys, like I was saying to start the video, I want to touch on something that we discussed yesterday. All right. So yesterday we was discussing these tornadoes that hit, man. I don't know how many of you guys were really paying attention to the tornadoes and things that was going on over this past weekend, right? And how y'all know we started making the connection as far as the chems and stuff that's been sprayed and what's that's doing to people, what that's doing to us. And we hadn't talked much about the cloud seeding part. We hadn't talked much about that and what's going on with that. Now, like I always say, just because you find out something today don't mean it wasn't going on yesterday. All right. We found out that they doing stuff with the chems that they spraying. What we didn't know, or what we haven't known, is what they've been doing as far as the cloud seeding and how long that's been going on in the geoengineering. Well, you have to date it back to at least as far back as the movies go. And I always tell y'all that, like, you have to go to the movies. You have to go to the movies. What we didn't know, what we haven't known, is what they've been doing. Let me see, guys. I got this stuff popping up. I don't know why I have all these videos. I got too many lives going at one time. Okay, so anyway, we had to go back as far as the movies. So some of the movies that I can identify with, I don't know how familiar you guys are with some of this stuff, but we're gonna take a look at it. Let me get this stuff moved around real quick, though. I got too many windows open. Too many windows open. Let me see if I can get all this on one spot. I need all my streams on one. Okay, so and let's go to the presentation. Go to presentation mode real quick. Just to take a look at this presentation. 21. Okay. All right, so I want to go look at the movie Twister. So that came out in 96, right? So like I told y'all, if you're not familiar with Twister, I'm gonna play this little clip so y'all can see, you know, because they got another one that's supposed to be coming out, ironically, or just came out actually. So we'll take a look at that, man. We'll take a look at this previous one as well. Let me see. Give me a second here. Let's play this one first and see what's going on in this new version, right?
Guys, whatever's in there, it's big and it's moving fast. Drive. Go. Tyler Owens calls himself a tornado wrangler. If you feel it, chase it! I said if you feel it, chase it! All right, here we go. Perfect. She's gorgeous.
You thought you could destroy a tornado.
Tyler Owens.
You never had a chance?
Calls himself a tornado wrangler. If you feel it, chase
You don't face your fears. Right.
Y'all know why that All right, guys. I don't know what just happened there. They said something about my stream belongs to somebody else. Um, but obviously it doesn't. Let me. I don't know. The audio was kind of acting up. Did you guys hear some bad sound? Yeah, I see.
All right, guys.
Hot
I
Rod
don't
was saying
know what
that.
just happened there. They said something about.
I think it's this BitChute stream that's causing a problem. So I'm gonna have to keep that muted or something. Either way, guys, I want to show you that as far as the twister. So before, let me see. Somebody asked about the current sale. Also, yes, the summer sale, guys, that we're doing, the detox shop. We're doing the buy one get one free for the super bundles, the ultimate bundles, and the FLEXFOUR. Okay, and also the triple threat. Okay, so someone asked about it a couple weeks ago about making it more feasible for couples to get and families and whatnot. So we've made this promotion for right now where we're gonna do the 50% off. Basically, if you buy two bundles, you get both of them 50% off, or you get buy one get one free. Essentially the same thing, right? So that will be running through the month of May. That is the start of the summer sale, so you can get yourself cleaned up for the summer, man. And that's also going to tie into some of the stuff that we're talking about today, as far as these forever chemicals, okay, that they are putting in everything, right? So anyway, now to the point. The video I just showed you was the twister. We're talking about twister because we noticed that they're doing something as far as these tornadoes and whatnot. We already established that they've been doing stuff as far as the chem trails and putting that stuff out there. They've got control over that. They've got control over the cloud seeding. All right, we've always known as we were young that clouds kind of dictate what's going on with the weather. You see clouds, you associate it with rain, right? You see clouds form into tornadoes, right? Well, what if they have control over the clouds? That means they have control over the rain. They can make whatever rain upon us. You understand what I say when I say whatever rain upon us? You associate it with just water, raindrops. Well, what's in the raindrops? What's in the water, right? And I have to get to a video, man. It's a video I had before that talked about this in depth. And it's sad, man, with the type of stuff that we're dealing with, but it's real. Some people reported feeling rain that like burned their skin. You ever had rain that had like a salty taste to it or something? Think about that stuff, guys. That kind of stung. It got in your eyes. You ever had rain that got in your eyes and it kind of burned? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Give a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. But we talk about the fact that if they've got control, which we understand that they do, let's make no mistake about it. I showed the whole video yesterday as far as the HARP, the HARRP, okay, and what they're doing with that to engineer the weather formations and stuff, the cloud seeding and everything else, the geoengineering. Well, that Twister movie that I was just playing the intro of, it gives you the kind of like a backward view of how they utilize some of the technology. Just like we got the backward view of how they were going to suppose to use the nanotech to fight cancer, but they actually used it to implement viruses. Okay, so like I told y'all, the stuff that they collect money for, that's supposed to be donations and stuff to help to fund the research and to fund the technologies that's supposed to give us certain remedies and things to help us. They back engineered so it would do the opposite. Okay, so you have to associate that also with the technology that they're implementing as far as the cloud seeding, okay, as far as the stuff that they put in the water, the stuff that they're talking about spraying down. I showed y'all videos just recently where I showed you clips where they were talking about they were going to spray down certain stuff for rabies and stuff like that to do something against them. They released all them mosquitoes. Remember I told y'all maybe about 2 months ago, I told y'all about the mosquito situation. Y'all know who's behind the mosquitoes. Y'all know what they said they were going to do with the mosquitoes. I showed y'all how they used the ticks back in, was it Vietnam? I can't remember where it happened, but it might have been Vietnam, where they were engineering these ticks to be like weapons. They were weaponizing insects then, okay? And they were putting stuff in the insects that would infect people and cause them to have certain diseases and stuff. So when you hear about something, they already been doing it. All right, they don't do the stuff to help you though. So when people come down with Lyme disease and stuff like that, that is a engineered disease that they've implemented, and they've injected it into these insects, and then they release them amongst the population, right? And the people that get it, they get it. They do the same thing with animals. Why you think we all started talking about avian flu? Like, oh, it's jumping from bats and jumping from cows, it's jumping from chickens, it's jumping to humans. Those how it's jumping to humans, because they sit there just like they did with the CV. They sat there in the lab in Wuhan, and they engineered and they worked on it for however long it took. Okay, Fauci and them provided the research. Remember, that was brought into question. Why was we still working on this virus thing? And we already decided that it was deadly and we didn't need to have no parts of it. And then y'all send it over Wuhan, and then y'all got something jumping to people, just how y'all planned it to be, right? Then y'all got this stuff that's happening now with animals. Okay, it's no mistake, guys, that this stuff happens. They engineer the stuff, then they put it out there and say, oh, it jumped. It didn't jump. It was re-engineered to do what it's doing. It didn't jump. It was re-engineered to have the effect that it's having. Okay, they want it to jump to people. They want people to catch it. They want people to get it, and they don't want to have nothing that can fix it. So that's essentially what they do. And then they pass it off on, oh, it's just some kind of, a strange phenomenon, or, it's a once in a lifetime occurrence that, this disease has learned is mutated. It's mutated. It's mutated. Oh, it's mutated. The variants, they're mutating. They're not mutating. They're creating it. Okay, let's be clear. So this is what tends to happen. Even when you talk about from the weather aspect, they're engineering this stuff to have the negative effect. They engineered, like the movie I just showed you, Geostorm. They were showing how they were creating these bots that go into the twister, and then it goes in the twister and it reads all this information, sends it back. It can help control the twisters and stuff like that. This is what the movie was like. And it's another movie, I want to say it's Geostorm. Correct me if I'm wrong. Some of y'all might have seen it. Geostorm as well, where they had twisters and things and storms and stuff that they were able to control. Okay. Funny, we talking about control. Keep on talking about control. Everything seems to be about control. Controlling you, controlling the weather, controlling the technology that's all around us. All right. Now, with this, I'm gonna show you a piece, but I just found it ironic, guys. I told y'all I was just looking out the window and I saw, and I showed y'all yesterday on the live where you saw them drop the chemicals in the sky. Okay, then it dispersed and it wasn't moving. It started getting cloudy, right? It started getting cloudy. The regular clouds was just moving along. The regular clouds was moving along. The clouds that they put out there was just staying there. All right. Now, mind you, they put something out, boom. Then they activate the technology in it, and it starts spinning and spinning and spinning until, bam, we got a fast moving. See what I'm saying? Because they do that, and they got the technology to do that. They show you, like this movie Twister, like how they're trying to use it for good. They're never trying to use anything for good. Everything is about DEPOP and controlling you. All right. Now, it's funny. I find it funny that they got these smart cities that they trying to create. I told y'all that. We talked about that before. Now, I'm starting to wonder if it's a thing where they're going to try and start using some of these disasters to destroy certain areas and then re-erect, these cities as smart cities. You understand what I mean? Like order out of chaos. The same type of stuff we've been talking about. They get these cities and they turn them down or whatever. They put these tornadoes out there, these twisters. Boom, the twister go in, turn up the cities. And as they rebuild these cities, they implement the smart city technology. You see what I'm saying? Like people was talking about the purple lights and stuff being put up, and that stuff starting to be a thing. People starting to see that more. Why are we all of a sudden having purple lights? people have to correlate the things that's going on with the times that we in. Like you can't, it's not a coincidence that these fluorescent lights can read what's going on inside of people. Okay, it's no coincidence that they put the antennas up at the same time they put the technology in people. You know what I'm saying? They put the technology in people. Why did they put the technology in people? The technology is receivers. You got software. You got hardware. Okay, you got these nanos. You got the Morgellons. You got a whole bunch of technology that's being dumped off, and then you got stuff that can read it and can control it. All right, this all happened at the same time. At the same time, what are we talking about? We talking about smart cities and such. I start talking about smart cities, and what are those smart cities going to be capable of? They're going to have you directly connected to it. And I can't remember who it was, man, said that we will be connected to the Internet of Things. All right. So they're talking about this nanotech that's being found in like everything that we consuming and stuff now too. I'm going to play a video, man, real quick. But I was just telling you, I was like, man, it's funny how they pop these dang clouds up. And I watched this stuff happen. And then next thing you know, later that night, we got tornado town going on all over the place. Okay, it's twisters and tornadoes touching down everywhere. I'm like, man, I just watched them touch the skies. Now, funny, I go back like a year from today. It was back in 2023, I believe. I'm gonna play the video where somebody else had seen the same thing. They was like, wait a minute, how are they all of a sudden we got these tornadoes and whatnot? And it's like they came right after they put these clouds up. Now I saw the cloud, I saw them spray, and then I saw the stuff disperse. So it's two different things you gotta be aware of. You got the trails, you also got the cloud seeding. So you got two different things going on, both of them equally deadly. All right, let's make no mistake. One of them is a bunch of toxins and poisons that they're gonna rain down on you to get you sick, to mess you up, to drop viruses in you, cancers, all that kind of stuff. We get that. But then you got the other one, the cloud seeding, that blocks out the sun, and also they can cause twisters and storms, hail, and all kind of stuff. They can do that with either one of these different methods that they implement. All right, let's be clear with that. So I want to play this because I was just telling y'all, I said, man, what if I said, man, I think that these this geoengineering, this cloud seeding that they're doing, they are actually seeding tornadoes. I said they're actually, I feel that they are. Then I found this video. I'm like, seems like we on to something. Let me play it real quick. Let's see. Why are they saying it? Somebody else is streaming my video. It's me streaming my video. How you gonna tell me I can't stream my video? We detected someone else streaming your video. It's me. Crap, man. They always trying to do something, man. Hey, y'all, hit the like button, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're new. I help support the channel. I appreciate you guys, man. If you're on Rumble, if you're on BitChute, if you're on YouTube 1, YouTube 2, YouTube 3, any of those, man, go ahead and hit the like button, man. Let's get this up so we can start breaking through these algorithms and get past these snakes, man, that's trying to keep us from spreading the message. All right, so here we go. I'm going to play this video real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the brand new trending stream where, again, I'm going to give you my reactions on top trending topics, folks. So here we go. This is episode 2 here. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming aboard. And, yeah, I'll give you guys my reactions here. And everybody knows about the chemtrails and how we're being sprayed. I've talked about this since I used to do Truth Finder One God, my first channel. And then, of course, on the Truth Never Sleeps. And now, is there a new phenomenon called Chem Tornado? I just actually made that up because I seen this girl here. Now, again, there were some huge tornadoes that happened near me. Thank God that nothing happened by, in my area, but around a couple hours, about not even an hour from where I am, huge tornadoes hit Ohio. And so here you have this girl here, that basically said she took pictures, and I've been noticing the trails all springs, winter, right? Because we've been having seasonal winters now. You know, it used to snow a lot here. It used to be a lot colder. A couple of days ago, it was like 65 degrees. Very weird, right? You know, they talk about global warming and all these things. But again, guys, they're shielding the sun, I guess, maybe trying to stop the global warming. But I think it does the opposite, keeps everything out. I don't know. Again, all I know, it does manipulate, and, you know, it's not good. They're controlling the weather, bottom line. Listen to what this girl said right here. All right, here we go. Hold on.
In Ohio, our sky looked like this.
It did.
This is actually from a video that I made 2 days ago on weather modification and how the government uses weather modification, because they do. Look into it. And they do so by...
It's called geoengineering. They've even admitted, I think there's now a study that said they're spraying this stuff to keep global warming because the sun is hotter. I don't know. That's what they claim. I've talked about it for years, right? But let's continue on.
Cloud seeding, aka spraying the skies, which is exactly what is going on here. These are not regular contrails. Contrails dissipate over a short period of time. These took up the entire sky for hours. And then the very next day, after the sky looks like this, we have tornadoes that cause mass casualties. I know this might be a reach because it's springtime. Tornadoes happen. This is tornado season. But what are the chances that they sprayed the heck out of the skies like this one day before all those tornadoes happen? If they weren't spraying the skies to modify the weather, what were they spraying the skies for? Praying for all those families that were
exactly. And again, that's exactly how the sky has looked all day, every day. Twice on Sunday, they're spraying us. I've talked about nanoparticles or the aluminum, the barium, the strontium. Again, guys, I've talked about this throughout the years. You know, people who follow my channel, they know I've covered this. Now, again, are these the chem tornadoes here? Again, this is in Mansfield, Ohio. I actually drove down there. This all happened last night. Again, I want to warn you, this could be very triggering what happened with these tornadoes and stuff like that. And again, a lot of these happen like in rural Ohio. I don't live in rural Ohio, farm-like place or whatever, but watch this, man.
Subway 3 hours ago near Mansfield, Ohio.
What happened to the other one?
Massive, very massive. Now take a look at this one here. This one's in Ohio. Now, guys, remember, I lived in Ohio. We never see tornadoes like this. I've never seen as many like this. This is scary stuff. Now, there are tornadoes. Don't get me wrong. There are tornadoes here in Ohio. I'm not going to say there isn't. But, man, here's this. Hitting. Look how hard that hit. And let's see if we got some audio here. Hold on here. Look at that, guys. Look at the footage now that is going on here. Look at this. This is scary. It's called weather warfare. Oh, by the way, Russia does it as well. I've never seen Ohio hit with this many tornadoes, this devastating. Not like this. Scary, guys. Check out this out here.
Yeah, you guys are okay.
Pretty powerful stuff, guys. So there you go. Prayers for Ohio. This stuff is happening. It's
Is it just
scary.
a coincidence?
So anyway, guys, I just wanted to do a quick trending stream on that. The reality is this stuff is happening.
All right, guys. So yeah, guys, I wanted to touch on that because that's exactly what I was talking about yesterday, where I said that I felt like they were seeding these clouds because I could tell those weren't regular clouds when I looked up. And next thing you know, in the surrounding areas, we had all these tornadoes hitting. So y'all have to look at that, man. Like you not only being attacked through your food, your water, your air, your medicine, okay, your literature, your programming, you being attacked through your weather as well. Like if you haven't figured out that we at war, if anybody's still, hesitant to call it that, man. I mean, what else do you need to see? What else do you need to see? Okay, then to recognize that this is an all-out full attack. They send in all kind of waves, and it's all about DEP, OP, right? So I wanted to play that part, man, and also how they are finding all this stuff in the food and the water. But significantly, now they're talking about, it's a lot of this stuff in the bottled water. A lot of people drink bottled water. Me myself, I tend to drink bottled water. What I do, though, now I put my Genesis in my bottled water, which kills any of that fluoride and stuff like that. But I also do my detoxes as well. So that helps, but that still does not negate the fact that the water is, just because it's in the bottle, people are like, it's pure water, this, that, and that. Like, they're putting stuff in the purified water as well. Just like people like, I eat GMO, I eat organic food stuff. They go and they think they're getting organic stuff, and they really not. You go in and shopping at these places, man, thinking you getting organic food, and you're not. So they're doing this. Let me play this other video for y'all real quick, so people can kind of understand these forever chemicals. We haven't talked a lot about the forever chemicals, but that's becoming a real big thing too. And a lot of what's up, Scanner? What's up, Scanner? Let's see here. Let me get this video right quick. Here we go.
In tonight's Health Smart, new water concerns. Researchers say nearly half the tap water in the United States contains forever chemicals known as PFAs. They're a group of synthetic chemicals found in many cleaning products that linger in the environment and the human body. A new U.S. Geological Survey study discovered 45% of U.S. tap water contains forever chemicals, with the highest amounts in Central and Southern California. Exposure to PFAs is linked to problems like cancer, obesity, thyroid disease, high cholesterol, decreased fertility, liver damage, and hormone suppression.
Hey, tap into good health. I never head out without my New York City tap water. It's hot outside. I urge every New Yorker to drink up. Drink up.
There's one of the mayors encouraging people to drink tap water. The easiest way for them to contaminate everybody with some kind of forever chemicals. But they found these forever chemicals are these particles, guys, these plastic particles and things. They find in that pretty much in everything that we consuming. Not to mention the stuff that they're putting in for us, the food and stuff. It's all part of hooking everybody up, man, being able to have the monitoring system, but also having the control system, and being able to implement this stuff in the smart cities that they're starting to erect. Okay, these things are starting to become a thing because now you have all this technology out there. You have these antennas up and stuff. Now you have the receivers that you didn't put in folks, and they're looking now to be able to control and use this stuff, right? So they've put the stuff in covertly, where you don't even know that you got this stuff in you. People like, how are they monitoring people? How do they know what people doing? How do they know all that stuff? How do they know all this stuff? And how are they able to get it by us without us paying attention, without us seeing it? Well, they got control of all this food, all this water and stuff, and the air. So you getting this stuff put in and you don't even know it. All right. And this stuff it's got time release stuff, man. You got the nanotech that delivers these viruses and things. It's a real dirty system, man. I'm gonna play this other piece for y'all real quick, so y'all can kind of get a better glimpse. This guy's gonna break it down. He's gonna give you some good intel on how this stuff is going. All right, check it out real quick.
Deeply appreciate you having me here tonight, Odessa. Thank you.
Well, thank you too. A lot of people have been following you and some other people and trying to wrap their head around the amount of information. So this could go on for days. So you and I decided we will just start with what's provable right now. Well, you can prove everything, but you sent me 5 or 6 or 7 documents that we are going to look at, and I'm just going to let you take it away as to what we're looking at, you know, and I'm going to give the links to everybody in the description after this. So should we start?
Amazing. Yeah, let's do it.
So tell me what they're telling us here, the most important things.
Okay, well, that document is from the Standards Council of Canada. And as the headline states, it says Canada is at the forefront of exploring biodigital convergence. Now, in the first paragraph, they bring up biodigital technologies as a new field of research of exploring the interaction between digital and biological technologies and systems, digital technologies inside humans, the redesign of living organisms. They mean the redesign of all living organisms when they state that. They also get into that in the very next paragraph that Canada is leading international efforts at IEC. IEC, or the International Electrotechnical Commission in Geneva, and they're a worldwide standardization group and have been for all electrotechnical issues, including 3G, 4G, 5G, the smartphone I have in my hand, etc. And they've been doing this for a very long time. Well, IEC is lead to investigate and propose a roadmap for standardization in the area of biodigital convergence. IEC established standardization evaluation group SEG12 on biodigital convergence based on the work of Crystal van der Elst, Director General of Policy Horizons Canada. Now, Crystal van der Elst, I know I watched you do video on her before, Odessa, and as you know, she's in the Canadian government. She's also former head of strategic foresight in the World Economic Forum and CEO of the Global Foresight Group in Geneva. Now, later on in that document, near the bottom, they get into Francois Collier, SEC Governing Council member, is to lead this as governor of biodigital convergence from the IEC. Francois Collier, if we go to the IEC website, now I can show you some of Francois's work. And Francois, like I stated, I think I told you, this IEC group is in over 170 countries. There are people, if you scroll down a bit, I'll show you there. You scroll down, yes, right there. So they're in 170 countries, responsible for 10,000 standards, 1 million certificates, and 20,000 experts. They are also responsible for the standards of smart cities, standards for blockchain, standards for metaverse, and a whole bunch of issues that people actually use their search engine. Now, I think I gave you day one an introduction into biodigital convergence from them. So this is an introduction to biodigital convergence from the IEC. And as you can see there, it's the convergence of engineering, nanotechnology, biotechnology, information technology, cognitive neuroscience. Now, in that right there, that report there, if people look closely, they'll see a link with Mihail Rocco. Yes, that link right there. Now that, as I was saying, was converging technologies from improving human performance. That leads to the US government website. They do claim this, as you can see, that this has been going on for actually 20 years, and a lot has changed. If you keep scrolling now, so they get into the reverse engineering, they get into reverse engineering of life, they get in for a human. This is for us. This is not for, this is for us, as they're clearly stating. If you keep going down. So now we get into all the nanotechnologies there. Now, as you can see, they bring up a bunch of different nanotechnologies involved in this, including epigenetics, proteomics, genomics. They bring up synthetic biology. They bring up biosensors. They bring up computational biology. Now, this is happening right now. All this stuff that they're showing right now on a massive scale. And some people don't realize that this stuff is happening. When all those epigenetics and proteomics and all the genomics, all these nomics revolve around a thing called nutrigenomics. And this stuff is in our food supply, this stuff is in vaccines, this stuff is in supplements. For example, when you look at computation biology there, computational biology, I know that there's a man now getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, I hear what he's saying, that this stuff is in the food supply. Let me see. Hold on, guys. So y'all heard what he's saying. The stuff is in the food supply, man. It's in the water. We talking about this bioengineering that's going on. Okay, none of us agree. Like, we talk about people signed up for the walk. Okay, yeah, some people signed up and decided to do that. But last I checked, we didn't sign up for the stuff that's going on for the food and stuff like this. Everything is bio. It takes you back to the video I would play for you guys, where I would bring in the Phil Snyder clips, where he would talk about how they were going to use biochemical weapons at this point in our lives. This was like the main theme that they were going to be pushing right now. So this is how you end up with these forever chemicals and things, and this mind control, mind altering technology and stuff like that, man. And I tell y'all all the time that if they're putting billions of dollars behind this stuff, you better believe that it's freaking working. You understand what I'm saying? If they putting billions of dollars behind the technology that they're implementing into our systems, you better believe that it's working. This is why I tell you guys that you have to get this stuff out of your system, because you don't know what the hell it's doing. I don't think we've had a lot of information as far as what exactly it's doing, other than that they putting it in. Okay, we understand that there's a correlation between that and antennas and the Wi-Fi system that they got going, but we don't understand to what levels that this stuff is having an impact or effect. We know it's working on a lot of people, because you got people that don't understand crap. They completely just move at the beat of the drum of the gov. They have no independent thought. They don't think for themselves. They can't operate on their own. And who knows if it's a thing where they have no clue, or they're not really in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even in their mind to even know that this is going on. They're just, at this point, just bio-controlled people. Okay, they've been biohacked, like he has on the screen there. This is what they're doing. Is biohacking. Right, they got right there at the bottom, biohacking. They got the sensors that they putting in you. Okay, whether it be the nanobots or the Morgellons, but all of this stuff, man, it's a part of this program and this agenda that they're running right now. Let me go ahead and finish playing it.
In the US, called Dr. Shiva.
Dr. Shiva.
And Dr. Shiva is definitely involved in this. Now, he created the email. He's involved in this in biotech. He owns a biotech company in MIT. He also has the first computational biology platform. Most people don't know this stuff. They would never, like, they think of Dr. Shiva as like a natural man medicine sort of guy. They also bring up like informatics, and on the next page, biohacking, biobots, cyborgs, animat, artificial organ. They get into GMOs, cellular agriculture, molecular farming. They have geoengineering at the top there, in smart cities. These are all smart standards. If you keep scrolling, Odessa, I see all those.
That's what I was trying to tell you guys as far as the connection. You got the stuff that's being put in, but also you got the smart cities waiting on the sideline. You see what I mean? So all these tornadoes, because they destroying all these cities and things like that, is that so that they can bring in the smart cities? Like, oh, now we got a chance to rebuild. Like, we think, oh, just rebuild. That's nice. They be kind for them to do that. But is it part of the agenda? All right. You have to remember that their motto is what? Order out of chaos. So they cause chaos with the weather, the geoengineering, destroyed, just like they did with Maui, right? They destroyed all them houses and stuff that didn't have a blue mark on them, because those was owned by elites, the ones that had a blue mark on them. Then they come in, they buy up all that property and stuff so that they can control those areas. Now, essentially, it would be the same thing with these smart cities, where they able to tear down all these places by causing some kind of, destruction, natural disasters, and us as human beings, because we just in this big little playhouse that they didn't put together. We get the houses and all that destroyed, and we just waiting for them to build some new ones. We not knowing that they building up these laboratories essentially and putting people in them that are connected to these systems, okay, by the technology that they already put in you that connects directly to these smart cities. You see what I'm saying? Let me play the rest of the video.
WGs, those are working groups all over the world, and they get into, as you see, reverse engineering of live systems, life systems, and bioengineering, human augmentation, agriculture, bioengineering. Now, from my understanding, these technologies are not only in our food supply, but that they are doing this reverse engineering on us with these technologies. And I would say that they're going to bring in the rest of the stuff that I was talking about. If you keep scrolling, I'll show you what I mean. You see all those WGs are attached to these technologies now that we were just talking about. If you keep going down, and now you're going to see the UN sustainability goals being involved. So yeah, they are UN, since they're actually responsible for the standards from the UN too, and their climate agenda and their health agenda. They get into that it's a time-based project below there. If you keep scrolling, Odessa. So that delivery date, it says 18 to 24 months. Now, 18 months has already passed since this stuff is going on. As you clearly saw, they brought up that it was a 20-year concept too. If you keep scrolling down. So yeah, we're on this agriculture bioengineering. Now, if people look closely at this stuff, it says they're going to bioengineer the forest, agriculture. They get into livestock farming, cellular agriculture. They get into molecular farming, including the Internet of Things and body computing for animals. So it's not just us here, not just us. If you keep scrolling down, they get into genetic engineering, the UN sustainability goals. In WG6, where we are right now, they start talking about environmental bioengineering, including geoengineering, to follow the UN sustainability goals. If you keep scrolling, right there, yes, the reverse engineering of living systems. Now, I brought up the omics before. And if you keep scrolling, they get into the countries, some of the countries that are involved in this. Unfortunately, it involves all the countries. If people take a very close look, now here we are, these omics, genomics, proteomics, but these omics, if you keep scrolling, are involved in everything from nucleic acids, peptides, amino acids, proteins. They also get into a company in the European Union, and they have the white book for standardization in synthetic biology. If you keep scrolling, right there. Yeah. Now, as I was saying, that BioBoost, they have this white book on synthetic biology. If people read that white book, it's in everything. They're doing this to everything right now. And they wrote those standards back in 2018. It's also a Horizons initiative. If you heard me bring up Policy Horizons with the Standards Council of Canada stuff, there's also a Horizons EU. If you scroll down a bit, yes, right there. So I was saying these nucleic acids and peptides and amino acids and proteins, we're eating a lot of products with this stuff in it right now. It's a bit mind-boggling that nobody knows any of this stuff is going on, because they later get into On the next page, neuroscience and understanding the brain and how it functions. They talk about the molecular and cellular level. Now, from my understanding, they also bring up like neural engineering, neural imaging, neural informatics, and optical imaging of these neural systems. If you scroll down a bit, yes, that right there brought up the imaging that you passed. But this neuroimaging, I would say that they're doing this with the products that we're consuming. And I would say that they have like fluorescent properties. And I would say that these fluorescent properties are being also done through a number of different ways. And that they're actually not only watching what goes on inside us, that they're actually doing imaging of our brain, of our blood-brain barriers with these products. If you keep scrolling down, it will bring up like 3D optical imaging of neural systems. It also gets into the standards development organizations that are doing this stuff. And it seems to be the head standards organization involving this is ISO. ISO, as you can see right below there, standards development organizations. They bring up biotech, they bring up health informatics, genomics, food products. They also bring up using a horizontal method. From my understanding, this horizontal method is called horizon scanning. Anytime they refer to the horizontal method, that's what they're referring to. They get into this the living system standardization. There we go. 32 members from ISO, national, international SDOs, industry, academia, covering agriculture, health, biotechnology. They get into the countries that are involved in this. Canada is big on this one. As you can see, Canada is mentioned there. They also get into, underneath that, if you keep going down, they get into this stuff being right there, being involved with biosensors, biometrics, biofoundries, bioprocessing, biofuels, drug discovery and engineering, synthetic biological circuits. These circuits are being built inside of us. And I would say that they're doing it for this artificial life organ on a chip and artificial organ stuff. You can see the topics, and those topics are biosensors, human digital twins, synthetic biology, artificial organs, CAR T cells, and CRISPR technology. If people don't know what CRISPR is, it's a gene editing technology. They also get into like bioelectronic nose. They don't mention the other senses in this one, but there are several documents talking about giving us like other senses besides olfactory. If you keep scrolling down, so these biosensors and bioelectronic nose, I think they can, like, only due to the documents I'm reading, that like it not only affects like our olfactory system, that it will also get into our other senses. And if you keep scrolling down, so human digital twins. Now I know I showed you a document from Nokia. Is a big player in this digital twin game and involved in our smart city infrastructures too. Now you're seeing ready to meet your digital immune system. Now I would say these new senses are going to come in. If you scroll down there, and they're talking about this digital immune system right now. Like I would say this has all happened within the last couple of years. They bring up, where is it? If you keep scrolling down, there's one area that talks about how this relates to smart city infrastructures. So yeah, they get into this like 25 cells lay the root to personalized medicine. Anytime, they also bring up, if people look closely, these T cells that I was just talking about. And they bring up the Human Genome Project right there in the orange. As you can see, how else can digital twins be used? And they'll bring up smart cities from town planning to street lamps. They get, now from my understanding, this involves LED lights. They also bring up the network to monitor operations and improve available services, biological processes, the immune system, to see deeper into the human body. And I would say that they're doing this stuff right now, not only using things like LED lights, but also the cameras on our smartphone. Now, if we go back to the IEC, now I only brought this up because we were in the digital twin area.
Okay, so before we get into this page 81 that we found when we were looking for stuff, if you guys see a lot of clips in this, it's because I'm scrolling to look for stuff and I don't want you guys to have to sit through it. So I've chopped it all out in editing till we get to the page we need. So James, when we talk about like how we know they're already doing this, through geoengineering, through what they're spraying on us, through our food, through pharmaceuticals, through the vaccine, like what is it that, what ingredients and what things are they putting into us that are allowing them to already be partway through this agenda?
There's several things. Graphene would be the most known. There's also a thing called luciferase. There's also several other nanotechnologies that give off like a fluorescence, including fullerenes. They seem to have been using that even back in the 80s and maybe even earlier. But there, some of the products people should be looking out for on like the ingredients list are silicon dioxide, titanium dioxide. There's even EDTA, believe it or not. And if we even read all this report, there's even an area where I can show you that they're actually, well, we have to go into another link, but they're even using things like methylene blue. Now, I know that's being recommended right now, but I can tell you this, methylene blue's been around in the health industry since the very late 1800s, but they rely on this bioluminescence. And anyone that takes that methylene blue can clearly see that it gives off a bioluminescence. Now, if people go to my Facebook page, they can see that I've recently, or my Twitter page, that I've recently posted how this methylene blue, which is just one of the products, just one of the products that it couples with the nanotechnologies that are currently in use. I certainly don't think it helps with them. But I would say graphene oxide is the stuff that's most currently being used. Definitely in the shots. There's also, like I say, luciferase. I can even trace this luciferase, which is like, if you know about this technology, it's the same stuff. Like if you see a firefly, how you can see that bioluminescence in the firefly. I have documents clearly showing that this was actually put in milk back in the 90s. So like it's in everything. It's in everything. And I don't mean to scare it.
So y'all hear that, right? What he said there is even in the milk. So y'all know I tell y'all, like they promote stuff that they want you to do so that they can implement the stuff they want to have in your system. So we talk about whole milk does body good. Milk, they always push that, right? And they use that as one of their methods of dosing. Do you understand? They dose you with the technology and the drugs that they want to have in your system. And then they promote it on the TVs through the commercials, say, hey, you need to do this and do that because it's going to do this for you. It's going to do that for you. And it's not. It's doing the opposite. And they push it, right? And they don't do no studies into what it's really doing for you. That if any study they do, they fabricate it and tell you one thing, and it's a lie. Everything they tell you is a lie. We've already established that. Most people know that by this point. If you don't know that by this point, man, you are completely lost and oblivious to what's going on in this world. Completely lost, right? I'm going to play a little bit more of this video. I don't want to play it all. I think we've already kind of tinkered around along the lines of YouTube unfriendly. And that could kind of get us in a little bit of trouble. But I'm going to play a little bit more, see what they say. And then I think we're going to cut it. So.
Anybody, but the fact of the matter is that I don't think the control system is in yet completely, which is this smart city infrastructure. Everything you're seeing on these reports are smart city standards, and I think we have a lot more power to stop the infrastructure there. So like personally, I don't like the government monitoring inside me, but once they start to get control over those products inside me where they can control my movements and stuff, I think it would be a lot worse than what they're doing now, say with my smartphone.
And you know, they act like they have no idea why cancer is spreading so bad and so many people are getting it. It's almost 1 out of 2 now in Canada, almost. I mean, this stuff they're putting in our body is not meant to be there, and the disease is off the charts.
It is, yeah, and I would say it's all designed that way. I really do feel it's all designed that way. I think the people that do live through this system are going to be like cyborgs and live as probably cyborgs for the military industrial complex, if you're to believe the documents they're showing here. But yeah.
So y'all heard what he said. The people that survive will be pretty much cyborgs. Okay, we start talking about Homo aborigines and stuff. Guys, this ties into the whistleblower that we've used quite a bit, Phil Snyder. What he said was that we're going to use biochemical weapons, right? And by year 2029, 2030, they would have wiped out 5/6 of the population, which we seem to be on pace for that. So if we on pace for that, what else did Phil Snyder say? He said that they would be enslaving the rest. And I point this out to y'all on several occasions. Well, who is the rest? The rest are the people that avoided the wave of attack that was going to end in DEPOP. Okay, so if you happen to be somebody, it goes like, let's say the walk is one method. That's a method. Okay, the levels of cancer and stuff, all this stuff that they put in, that's a method. Now, people that are going to be enslaved will still be subjected to those different methods and tactics that's been implemented through DEPOP, which is other things such as putting stuff in the food, the water, the air. Everybody's not going to go out based off the walk. Many people won't continue to suffer deaths behind the cancers and the parasites that they put in your systems that's exploding into cancers, okay, later in your lifetime. The stuff that you've had put in your system early on, the stuff that leads to dementias and Alzheimer's and stuff, those things are still going to have their effect over time, all right? And these people very well will still, and that goes for anybody that's still here during this time frame, will still have to deal with the enslavement piece, which is what they're doing with the technology, the monitoring technology, the nanotechnology, all this monitoring and control, mind control technology. These are the only options that they've laid out for us. Either you die or you're controlled. You die, you controlled. Well, if you avoid death, then you still got to avoid control. You got to avoid the monitoring. Okay, well, how do you do that? The stuff that they spraying, okay, we talk about that enough. The stuff that you're consuming, okay, the water supply, the air, the programming, all right, all of that stuff that they're doing is meant for the enslavement piece. All right, and this is what they're talking about. All we looking at on this thing, man, all y'all seen was biohacking, bioengineering. I'll go back and show it on the screen, but this is all that's really being talked about is biological weapons, biological control. This is all that they talking about. Bio this, bio that. Putting this in, putting that in. And I'm pulling it back up. Hold on. What's this? Hold up. Here it is. Bio. Everything bio. This is the system here. These are the technologies I was just talking about. You look at all of this stuff, man. All of this stuff is what they've implemented. Okay. And the thing is, they didn't even take the liberty of telling you that they're doing this stuff, which makes no sense for them to tell you, right? They just gonna do it against your will. They implement stuff, and quiet is kept. people's systems are rejecting it. You have people having neurological damage, all kind of problems behind the stuff that they implemented. And then they act like they don't know what's going on. They act like they don't know what's going on. And that's why, man, these folks that have no clue out here, man, I feel sad for them. They just walking right into these traps. And this is what's happening. This is what's happening. So I think I'm going to play a little bit more of this, man, before we end it.
Are going to be like cyborgs and live as probably cyborgs for the military industrial complex, if you're to believe the documents they're showing here. But yeah.
You guys, you could say this is loony, but I've shown in one of my shows, I've done a couple shows on DARPA, and I don't think it was the most recent one. It was, I think, quite a long time ago. And I'm sure you've seen them, James. You've seen everything. There's a man at DARPA teaching everybody in the workshop, all the big wigs there. We already have the technology ready to go where we put thoughts into people's brains.
Yes, that would be Dr. James Giordano.
Okay.
See, they're talking about putting thoughts in your brains. Well, if they putting thoughts in your brains, them thoughts is also going to tell you what to do and control what you do. This is what they want to do, okay? And that's what everybody, they're trying to control what you do, how you think, how you move, how you act, what you believe.
And believe it or not, that man, I actually have a video with that man talking with who's the truth doctor speaking out right now, allegedly. I can't think of the man's name. It will come to me.
Is it Malone?
No, it's not Dr. Malone. It's Dr. David Martin. Okay. And yes, and I actually have, I think I retweeted today his involvement in this. And like, he's talking, if people actually look into him a bit further, they'll find out that he's involved in this stuff too. And he's been like, yeah, I don't want to go there into him tonight, but without like the proper documents talking about it.
So Dr. David Martin, he helped wake me up just when they were rolling out these things into our arms. And he was talking about, like, he was good at outing, he outed like the patents on everything, and he's really been outing the vax. But are you worried? I haven't been following him lately. Are you worried that he's not outing this part enough?
He's not.
A farmer from Texas stunned the world with a crazy method to destroy all mosquitoes overnight. This brilliant invention.
Okay.
It turns out Band-Aids may not be that great at aiding after all. Consumer watchdog blog Mammovation found cancer-causing chemicals on bandages from several brands, including two of the most well-known, Band-Aid and Curad. Dr. Linda Birnbaum, a toxicologist and former head of the National Toxicology Program, who co-led the lab testing, uncovered that the chemicals, also known as PFAs, enter the bloodstream through open wounds.
Mammovation, in partnership with Environmental Health News, submitted several types of bandages to an EPA-certified lab, and after testing samples from 18 different brands, the lab concluded fluorine was present in 65% of bandages. Once in the bloodstream, fluorine, an essential component of PFAs, can lodge themselves within healthy tissue where it can begin to damage the immune system, the liver, and the kidneys, as well as other organs. So Rising reached out to Kenvue, Band-Aid's manufacturer, and we have not heard back. So what am I to do if I get a boo-boo, Amber? That's actually the email we sent. We said, what do we do if we get boo-boos now? I'm just kidding. We had an official person reach out from our production team who phrased it differently from that. But this really gives a different meaning behind the phrase, it's a Band-Aid solution, Amber.
Yeah, it does. This is obviously very concerning. You know, I've always wondered why a lot of people report getting rashes when they use Band-Aids, and they always assumed it was from the adhesive. maybe it could be from this PFAS. And for people who are unfamiliar with what exactly these are, they're known as forever chemicals, and they're found in all kinds of household products. But most notably, one you might be familiar with is when someone tells you to get rid of your nonstick pans, it's because the Teflon surface usually has PFAS in it that can leak into your food, particularly if your pan gets scratched. So anytime you have a nonstick pan in your home, if there's a scratch on it, you should throw it away and probably just convert to stainless steel. But yeah, there were a ton of Band-Aids apparently that tested positive for this substance. According to The Guardian, there were brands like Band-Aid, Curad, Walmart, CVS. They tested 40 different types of bandages from 26 different companies, and again, found 65% containing alarming levels of PFAS. And some of the potential consequences of having too many PFASs in your body are a reduction in your immune system, increased risk of allergies and asthma in young children, increase in high blood pressure for pregnant women, decreased fertility, cancer, all kinds of other really awful stuff. And it's pretty crazy to think that, there's all of these things that we're told to do when we get sick or when we get injured. And one of them traditionally has always been to put a Band-Aid on an open wound to help prevent infection. But maybe you're not doing yourself all that much of good if your prevention of infection could lead to cancer-causing chemicals getting into your bloodstream.
Now, it does.
So, guys, is that a surprise to you? They telling you about something that you're supposed to do that's supposed to help you, but it actually does the opposite. Once again, it goes as far as your freaking Band-Aids, right? Your Band-Aids now can also cause you all kinds of cancers and things, and it's from these forever chemicals that they're putting in that they don't tell you about, and people just end up dying from strange things, and they don't know what happened, what caused it. Another one, they just had this drink come out, and I know quite a few people are giving their kids these drinks, man, and I've been guilty of it. So I think that everybody should be aware.
Teeth and gums naturally.
Should be aware of this
Prime
as
is now getting
well.
sued, and you should be seriously concerned if you had the new Prime since it released. So Prime is now going through a new lawsuit after it was discovered that their drink has PFOs, which is forever chemicals. But what's really concerning is the fact that the lawyer who tested their drink is claiming it has 3 times the amount of forever chemicals a human can safely have in their lifetime. And the lawsuit is claiming they found these forever chemicals in the grape-flavored Prime drink. However, it also seems like other flavors might also have these chemicals because other Prime flavors are being tested. And we're going to find out after the lawsuit is approved. One lawyer on TikTok actually spoke about this and said he had a 10-year-old in his Prime is now getting sued, and you should be seriously concerned if you had the new Prime since it released. So Prime is now going through a new lawsuit after it was discovered that their drink has PFOs, which is forever chemicals. But what's really concerning is the fact that the lawyer who tested their drink is claiming it has 3 times the amount of forever chemicals a human can safely have in their lifetime. And the lawsuit is claiming they found these forever chemicals in the grape-flavored Prime drink. However, it also seems like other flavors might also have these chemicals because other Prime flavors are being tested. And we're going to find out after the lawsuit is approved. One lawyer on TikTok actually spoke about this and said he had a 10-year-old and his mother talked to him about how her son got leukemia after drinking Prime. Now knowing that Prime contains these chemicals, it's very much likely because of it. These chemicals are known to cause cancers and deteriorate your health since they're forever chemicals and your body can't get rid of them. Prime has 3 times the amount of these chemicals a person should have in their lifetime, which is insanely concerning, and all we can do is hope that Prime doesn't contain any of these chemicals, which might be unlikely. So if you still drink Prime or have any, make sure you dispose of all of it until we find out what's going on with Logan's drink.
Interesting, right? So that Prime drink, that's a new drink that's came out in the last year or two, I want to say. And I know kids like that drink, man. They like that drink. And it may be because it's got this this very sweet taste to it, or it could be something addictive that they put in it. They do that, right? They put addictive stuff in. I know you guys know about Coca-Cola back in the day. Apparently it was actually had Coke in it. So you was getting addicted to cocaine is what happened, is why people was loving Coca-Cola. And I don't know, I've heard that it very well may still be in there. Now don't quote me. So if you're a Coca-Cola lover, you might just be a cokehead. I'm sorry. I don't mean nothing by that, guys. But no, like I said, a lot of this stuff that they pushing for you to drink or to do as far as your health is always the opposite. And we don't know that a lot of times because it's being promoted on the news, the media, and I showed y'all who the media is. Of course, they gonna push stuff that's gonna get in your system, that's gonna deteriorate your system, that's gonna allow them to control you and to monitor you and such. Like, this is pretty much what they do. All right. If you're trying to control a race of beings, then you got to figure out some way to put the stuff in their system that's going to allow you to control them, or allow for you to be able to monitor them the way that you want to. So it's another it's another video. Man, this stuff is just out of control, man. This stuff it's another video I wanted to show y'all, man, as far as like, this is crazy right here. Hold on. Because you need to know about this as well. As crazy as it sounds.
There's one simple tooth repair hack anyone can do to help rebuild their teeth and gums naturally without having...
For anyone struggling with sciatic nerve pain, do not drink cold water.
Hold on.
You learn that the toilet paper, you sick son of a bitch. Just when you let your guard down, you learn that the toilet paper that you've been using your whole life is full of some of the most toxic chemicals on the face of the planet. Let's talk about it. First of all, you really need to ask yourself, what does this toilet paper come from? It comes from wood. What color is wood? It's brown. And then you really should ask yourself, what is this that I'm wiping up inside the most absorbent part of my body? It's called chemical pulp. This is how they make your toilet paper. And how are they making your toilet paper so pretty white? They're using bleach, man. They're using toxic chlorine bleach. Really, how do they make this beautiful white paper that we wipe up on our butt all day so gentle and soft? What do you know? They're using formaldehyde. Are we really that surprised? They use some of the most toxic compounds in the planet on all of the products that they got us using in and on our body. Doesn't stop there. They got the PFAS, another toxin to avoid. What the hell are PFAS? They are called forever chemicals. That means they come into our body and they don't leave. We need to understand, when we bioaccumulate these chemicals in our body, it is destruction to our human anatomy. It is destroying our DNA. It is altering everything inside of us, and it is changing us as people in slow but sure, definite ways.
Toilet paper may be a significant source of PFAS in wastewater treatment systems, according to a study by researchers from the University of Florida. The team tested toilet paper products sold in Africa, the Americas, and Europe, as well as sewage samples from 8 wastewater treatment plants in Florida, and found that non-organic toilet paper and products made from recycled fibers were major sources of forever chemicals.
The fact checkers, go check this one out. These studies are all over the place, so it's really just about which website you want to say is legible and which one is not. I really don't care, because when you look this stuff up, it's all around you, and it's really not a surprise. These toxins are at every single angle. You have to pay attention. This is somewhat of a war, not of flesh and blood, but it is a chemical warfare. For those who will say, who cares, nothing matters, the forever chemicals are just fine because we're just using this paper on our skin. You got to understand, when you're putting these things on our skin, this is the most absorbent part of your body, and your body is porous, and your rectal absorption rate is much higher. Why do you think they give people suppositories to make sure that a drug immediately hits their body? That's what these chemicals are doing, going right in from wiping yourself right up into your body. Like always, I'm going to provide a solution for you. Now, this is not going to be as cheap as your Walmart, Charmin, PFAS Forever Chemical, super bleached, super soft toilet paper. This is going to be not near as soft, and it's going to be more expensive, but this doesn't have 15,000 chemicals or whatever that you're finding in this white, super chemical pulp, bleached, PFAS, forever chemical toilet paper. This is the toilet paper that I use. Again, Nothing is perfect. They still do a process to make this toilet paper, but it's a lot less chemicals, it's a lot less bleach, and it's a lot better off for you. If you need to be using something as a paper, at least you have to pick your poisons. We have to think about things, and we got to see it for what it is, and we're doing the best that we can. We're never going to be perfect. Just hang in there. We're trying to do the best we can here in this toxic world they got us in.
So, guys, yeah, we getting this as deep down and dirty as we possibly can here. We talking knee deep in the shit now. You're talking about all the different levels that we are under attack, man. And this is how you just wonder why we got all these rises in councils and all the people just dying of what they say natural causes, just like they trying to normalize myocarditis. Y'all know that, right? They trying to normalize it and make it a natural cause of death. Ooh, man, remember they said that, oh, if you got myocarditis, it was mild. It wasn't really serious. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. But they tell you that so they can normalize it and people accept it. And the sheep, they going to accept it. Oh, it's nothing. Just like if somebody dies of kidney failure or something, oh, it's died of natural causes. They decide what's natural causes. Listen to how it sounds. What's natural about your kidney shutting down? What's natural about you having cancer? Right? None of this stuff is natural, but they give it that they coin that phrase natural causes, and we accept it. We just tend to accept whatever they dish us and say, oh, they said it, the expert said it's natural, so it's nothing. You know, just like when people show up on a when they do a biopsy or they do these brain scans, they say, oh, you have a cyst or you have a growth, or you have a tumor. It could be you're okay. It could be cancerous, but you're okay. You're not okay. You need to get that thing removed about your system as soon as possible. The only reason they tell you that, man, is because, man, it's because maybe they train to say that. That growth in your system is a parasite egg. It is a parasite egg. That thing is loaded with parasites that are waiting to burst and move up about throughout your system. Now, essentially, it's going to happen one of two ways. Either it's going to get to a point where you get old enough and the egg's been in there for a while and it's been nurtured and provided for. It's had the right atmosphere, you know, the right care for it to where, yes, it's going to possibly mature and it's going to birth all of these parasites. Once that happens and they move throughout your system, then you go back to the doctor. They said, we're afraid that tumor that you had has spread into cancer. It is cancerous now. It is cancer. That's because now the parasites is moving. That's what they don't tell you. All right, they give you an idea like, oh, you're fine. They want you to think you're fine, because if you think you're fine, guess what? You don't address it, and if you don't address it, guess what? Then you get stage 4. And they tell you you're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't do nothing about it. You're good. You just got no. This is something that needs to be addressed. Okay, most people don't even go and find out that they had a tumor in them to begin with. They just all of a sudden got stage 2, 3, whatever. Because by the time they've noticed something, it's because the egg is hatching this movement. You understand? This is the stuff that they keep from you, those little secrets that they have. So everything is put out there as if it's okay or it's helpful for you, when it's actually the opposite, and it's stuff that we need to be doing to address these things. And that's not going to change. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse because they constantly implement new things to have these effects on us, right? So let me see. It was one more thing that I wanted to show y'all. Let me see if I got that real quick. Let me see. No, that's not it. Hold on. Maybe I don't have it. I think we'll leave it at that for today. So yeah, guys, I wanted to point that out. The stuff that they putting in, the technology and stuff, is all gonna link up to the smart cities. Our guy that we just had on the long video I played kind of broke that stuff down and why they putting all this stuff out there, how it connects all biochemical, bioengineering, and different technologies that they implementing that you need to be aware of. Okay, you need to be aware of so that you can take the proper precautions to avoid these things and to start getting this shit that they putting in out. Okay. At some point, if you don't address these things, man, that whatever desired effect that they wanted to have, it's going to have. All right. Or it's already having. All right. And once you get to a certain point, now guess what? You at the hospital looking for them to assist you in some type of way. But yeah, we started off this broadcast talking about the weather and the tornadoes and stuff, man, and how they exceeded the clouds, and then these clouds somehow turned into tornadoes and twisters and stuff. Right. And people are like, oh, this sounds crazy. Somebody said something about the moon in the opening of this broadcast about the moon potentially being a space station. Now, I've got that same indication, guys, from several different sources that I played for you guys, whistleblowers that have been right about everything. The only thing I haven't been able to really investigate is that whole part about the moon being a space station. I told y'all when the solar eclipse came, something just didn't seem right about that. I saw the moon on the other side, man. I did not see that next to the sun like it was supposed to. We did see something. We just don't know what the heck it was. I told y'all I feel like that was a solar psyop in order to get people outside so they can start dropping a bunch of crap on people. That's what I thought was actually taking place. So it was if it was like I had Max Spears was talking about how the moon was a space station, okay, and how there's people on there and all this stuff is going on there. So you have to look at that, man, because we associate God with being responsible for the moon and everything, right? But if it's something else that's responsible for the moon is not what we believe it to be. What else is not what it's supposed to be? People always debate about whether we on a flat surface, whether we on a spinning ball, whether we in a firmament. So if we in a firmament and there's a moon here that's been created, okay, and it's been passed off as a moon and it's not, then what else has been passed off? What else has all been created in this world that we live in? Okay, how much of our world is controlled? How much of it evolves around the same folks that's doing the poisoning and everything else to us? All right. And somebody said something yesterday, I think they said something along the lines of, I think they got it confused about what I was implying about how God works and how the devil works or whatnot. And what I said was that God there's a lot of times where the devil will do something and people associated with God. Okay. But make no mistake that God does stuff that might not necessarily be good for that person. Like you could be a bad person or you could have did something and have some karmic stuff coming back your way. God might handle you. Make no mistake about it. God might do something to, disrupt your life or do something to put you in harm's way or to take you out. God very well will do that as well. All right. But what we have to understand is that these devils, okay, these Dracos and everything, they got control over the weather. Okay. If they throw a tornado down at somebody, God didn't do that. All right. That's not Mother Nature. Okay. That's not of God. We have to understand there's two different forces at work here. You got good and you got evil. Okay. If the devil do something that's not intended for you, then at least you have that spiritual connection to your higher self so that you can avoid it. But if you don't have that spiritual connection to your higher self, guess what? You don't avoid it. So you are consumed by the evils of this world, which will happen to be satanic powers that are in place or whatnot that are able to do certain things to affect and harm you. All right. That's what I meant by what I was indicating yesterday on the video. Is that yes, there's going to be stuff that happens and people always want to use God how they want. They want to apply what they want, or something good happened to them they say, oh, God, won't he do it? But something bad happened to him. What they say, oh, the devil, he a lie. The devil, he try to. No, that could have been God tapping your ass too. It could be, right? But you have free will, okay? It would be no point in you being alive if you didn't have free will, because you would already be designated to go to heaven or hell, all right? If you didn't have free will. What's the purpose of you living your life and doing stuff if you're not in control of your life or in control of what happens to you beyond this point? All right, does that make sense? That's for the people that's like, well, God knows what you're going to do before you do it. God's omnipresent. Yes, God is omnipresent, but God gave you free will to do what you're going to do, and that's why he gave you the options and wants you to learn and figure things out. He didn't lay out your path and say, you going to do this. Otherwise, this world would be no point living. You just be a freaking robot inside of a vessel. You would be a conscious inside of a vessel that's already predetermined on what you're going to do every single day. If you're going to go kill somebody, guess what? God, the one that said you was going to kill him. So guess what? You already on your way to hell, right? Or you was just sent to do that deed and you going to heaven anyway, right? But what would be the purpose of you having Jesus and in your heart and having Christ consciousness if you already designated for some type of evil crime that you was going to commit? See, that stuff, it makes no sense. But you look at a lot of this stuff, man, the way these people that don't understand what's happening in this world, they see it as like these tornadoes that happen. They have no idea about HARRP, right? So if a tornado happen and it take out their family members, what are they going to say? God did it. God took them out. You know, God did it to them. It ain't that God did it to them. It's that they were not connected to their higher self. They might not have been in the right place to understand and get that message. Like some of y'all got the message, don't take the walk. You see what I'm saying? They didn't get that message, don't take the walk. Guess what other message they didn't get? They didn't get that message to not take that run that day. They ran them right off into the cornfields where the dang tornado was about to drop off. You see what I'm saying? So you have to think about that, man. It's the flip side to the coin. You know, you got evil that's being done. Okay. You can be protected from this evil if you are in the right place, as far as your heart and also your consciousness is in the right place. You connected to your higher self. You connected to God. You get the downloads. You get that information. Some people can't get the information. Some people are completely blocked off, so they're not gonna know what to do, right? So that's what I was explaining, guys, in that last video yesterday. I think somebody got it confused. Like I said, that God doesn't do evil or good. It ain't necessarily, I wouldn't say it's evil if God does something. I would say it's something that God wanted to happen or dealt with. Like if somebody do you wrong a certain kind of way, God might very well deal with them. Okay, if you want to his and you operating and you vibrating, you know, on the right frequency, you gonna be able to be, you know, protected or whatnot, and they'll deal with a certain kind of way. So you have to look at that, man, and understand that's all, you know, all part of this world that we live in. But people that see it, you know, from one perspective, from a physical lens, you know, they gonna look at it and be like, oh, you know, God did this, or, you know, the devil did that. They're not gonna understand both sides of that. All right. So anyway, guys, we've been on this live for almost 2 hours, man, and I just wanted to go over the stuff that we went over briefly yesterday so people understand where I was coming from. All right. So hopefully this stuff resonated with some of you, and you understand about the forever chemicals that they got in everything that you consuming. Also, you understand about this technology and how it's connected to the smart cities and the stuff that's going on. And that there may very well be a correlation there, man, between them doing these tornadoes and tearing down certain cities so that they can erect these smart cities. We'll see what happens moving forward, how those different places are rebuilt, if there's some significance there. I believe there might be some to that, though. You know, I don't see them just building up regular cities when they're in the phase right now of developing these smart cities. It would make sense to just go on and just start doing them. Or if they want to move some people out of certain areas, you know, You know, they want to get people out of these rural areas and kind of get people more into the city. They start turning down these areas, you know, forcing people into the cities. It could be a thing like that. They could very well be doing that, planning for the next big pandemic, right? It's a lot of, like we said, order out of chaos. What that order is going to look like, we don't know. What the chaos is going to look like, we don't know. But we know that this is how they move. This is how they operate, right? So anyway, guys, I think we're going to cut the video there. I don't have much else to say. Like I said, guys, we are doing the summer kickoff for the bundles. The detox shop. If you have not had a chance to get yourself cleaned up, you and your spouse or your kids, your loved ones, whatever, guys, we are doing the buy one bundle, get one free. That's $260 to $300 value. Depending on what bundle you get, you will get that much essentially off for getting that bundle. That's the super bundle, the ultimate bundle, and the FLEXFOUR, as well as the triple threat. All right, so you have those options. The detox shop, the link is in the description box. That is the website for the detox shop, man. We also have the MS mineral medical solution. We have that digital download that gives you the protocols on how to mix that down. That was the chlorine dioxide that Trump was speaking of before. Okay, having that proper mix, man, is invaluable. Like it's priceless. That particular digital download is priceless, man. What y'all have learned, man, I hope that you've seen this at this point, is that they're not trying to help you at the hospitals. They're not trying to help you with the pharmaceutical companies. You're gonna have to get your own outside sources, man, and methods to protect your health. Okay, you're gonna have to do that. And I believe that this digital download, that information, the protocol, will help you to sustain yourself to some degree, because it deals with so many different elements, man, that people deal with. So having that is a key ingredient. That is in the detox shop as well, man. A lot of people didn't even know that it existed. They only thought it was a chlorine bleach, you know, but there is two different chlorines, guys, that you need to be aware of. One is the health. That one's for your health. That one is to be used on your body, in your body, if you have the right protocols, the right dosage. Okay, but they keep that information from you because they don't want you to know that, because that helps keep people alive. And we not all about keeping people alive now, are we? So anywho, guys, like I said, that will be in the detox shop, man. You should be able to use the code GIVE2 if you go to the detox shop and you're looking to get the bundle package. You may not have to put the code in. I've had people that have went in there and they've been fine with just going in and getting the checkout, and it already shows that they discount that much on the double order. So if anything, try that first. If that doesn't work, go ahead and put the code GIVE2 that's going across the screen, and you should be fine. Other than that, guys, like I said, I may try to do a video this weekend. We'll see. It's Wednesday already, May 1st. If I don't get one in by this weekend, man, may do a live. I don't know. We'll see, man. Y'all have to let me know, man. I asked y'all what y'all prefer. Y'all prefer the lives or y'all prefer the regular videos? I think I like interacting with you guys better doing the lives, man. I know we haven't had many people want to call in. A lot of people scared and shy. They don't want to call in. They don't want to show their face, whatever. But hopefully we get some more people that want to participate in some of the live broadcasts, and I'll put the line back out there for those that want to call in and whatnot. But if not, it's fine. I don't mind, doing the broadcast, just talking to you guys as well. So either way, guys, man, I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's fine. And it's been a pleasure speaking with you guys today. I will catch you on the next video. Y'all be safe.
You know, I've been hearing rumors about those black microfibers that are kind of worm-like that move inside of those N95 masks or whatever. Sure enough, there are black microfibers on here, as you can see. Here it is, moving.
Harmful parasites, along with the secret technology, has created a toxic environment in our bodies. These harmful particles, parasites, toxins and poisons exist in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the medicines we take. Detoxifying the body is critical to long-term health and is a necessity for optimal brain and organ function. To address these growing health concerns with yourself and others, visit detoxificationbypurification.com, where we specialize in treating the harmful effects caused by the integration of these harmful substances in the body by providing products that destroys the foreign organisms and disables the foreign technology meant to control you.
Sure enough, there are black microfibers on here, as you can see. Here it is, moving right now. See that? It's moving.
Heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Never stop by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stars by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stars by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra day